Hey everybody, welcome. It's getting to be Mardi Gras season. I'm getting a little bit silly here. Welcome to another episode here. What I want to do in this is get you prepared for using a program called SPSS. SPSS is the statistical software that we're going to be using this semester. And in the next episode, I'm going to give you a sneak preview to it. I mentioned I was going to give you a preview in the last preview, and in the next preview I'm going to come back and give you that preview. But right now I got to give you a preview to how to use SPSS on your computer. So the great news is these days you can use the full-blown version of SPSS for free on your own computer. That's remarkable. Guess how much SPSS costs? Think about it for a second. How much SPSS? How much do you think it costs? Higher. Guess again. Nope. Higher. Keep guessing. Higher. I know you're all guessing too low. I haven't looked recently, in the last year maybe or two, but SPSS comes in different modules, and the base module costs more than $2,000. And there's a bunch of modules, and each one of those modules costs about $2,000. So for example, in an advanced stats class that I teach that a bunch of you are going to take, right? I use about I think 2 of the modules, and so if we were mere mortals buying this off the street, we would need to plunk down more than $6,000 to run this software. So for years and years there was always a pretty good but stripped down student version for sale for $100-$150, somewhere in that neighborhood, which is a steal compared to $2,000-$6,000. But for the last year or so here at HPU, I'm really happy to say we finally have arranged for you to use it for free. We'll be using it on what we call the HPU Cloud. Now, some of you might already be familiar with this, might already be running it on your computers at home. But for those of you that don't know about it, I want to walk you through it and show you how to get set up. Okay, so. And it's not just SPSS that you'll have access to in the cloud. If you've taken a class on campus at HPU, in a class that had a computer lab, or if you've been to the computer lab, they use the cloud system in classrooms and in our lab here. So you're maybe already familiar with it. And if you're using it in other classes or you'll be logging into your good old familiar cloud. And that's cool because it goes with you to whichever computer on campus that you log into. And now at home. Okay, so let's get started. Now, in our, if we go to our course page, and if you go up into the course information link that I'm already in here, so go up to the course information menu, and scroll down. And you might have found this already, but I have a link here to help you get set up here. So set up HPU Cloud Services. So if you click on that, it'll take you to this web page, and this is sadly one of HPU's best kept secrets. This is I've been finding it very hard to find, like in Pipeline or on the HPU site. Client services hasn't done a good enough job of advertising this and letting you all know about it and where it is and how to do it. So it's at a simple address, but it's hard to find. People are having a hard time finding it. So here it is. You follow that link, and it'll take you to this www.hpu.edu/VDI. Okay, or otherwise just follow this link. Now, once you're here, we're on the academic side, so we'll click on that. And as you see here, this is cool. They have several platforms available. Windows, if you're on that, Mac like me, if you run Linux, or you can even put this on your iPad and even your iPhone. You can run the cloud. You'll be able to run SPSS if you were foolish enough to on your iPhone in your hand. Okay. And for those for you Android users out there, I'm not at all familiar with Android, so anyway, you can get it on your Android tablets and phones as well. So anyway, I'm guessing most of you are Windows users, so you'll follow that link here, and that will take you to this page. And it's quite simple. Follow the steps. I'll show you real quickly. I already have it installed. I'm on a Mac, so I can't install this. But see, you'll have 3 steps here. Step 1, download. You'll have to download something on your computer. So if it's not your computer, verify that you can install a permanent program. And the computer, the site will apparently detect whether you have a 32-bit client or 64-bit client, and if you don't know what that means, just follow it'll hopefully tell you the correct thing. If you don't know, you probably have a 32-bit client. So you would click on that, and it would download a file, and you'd run that and follow the prompts on it. Okay, well, that's in step 2. So once you've downloaded it, when you run it, it'll open up a window that looks either like this one or this one if you're running the 64-bit. And if this web page I'm showing you here is current and up to date, it should show you screenshots of step-by-step what you're going to see. And hopefully it won't be too complicated. Just follow. You might not even need this, but follow the instructions and the links that are showing up as you do it. You'll have to click to agree to the user agreement and things like that, and just follow the instructions. I found it very simple. I had no trouble installing it, and it looks like it's complicated with all the screenshots, but just follow the prompts. Okay, and likewise. Oh, and then what's step 3? I forget. Oh, step 3. Once it's installed, then I'll show you on mine in a second here. Okay, so we'll follow these instructions that are on here too. Okay, so if you're like me and you're using a Mac, you'll download that program and likewise follow the steps that are shown here to install it on there. And when you're done, you'll have the VMware View client, and I've got it permanently on my dock here. And when I click on that, it opens this up, and I think it's kind of similar on the Macs, on the Windows side as well. And you'll have set it up to to log into HPU's cloud. It's called cloud.hpu.edu, and you double click on that, and now it'll be just like it's just like as if you're sitting in a HPU lab or computer classroom, but you'll just log in with your account. And in a moment, I'll come back and talk about this. If you have trouble with this account, I'll say more about that in a moment. Okay, so let me just show you on mine what's going to happen here. So just use the same username that you use when you log into your computers on campus. Uh-oh, low battery in my mouse. All right, you don't have options for the domain. It'll be logging into what's called the HPU domain. Anyway, click continue, and it's going to. Then you get another thing to double click on. So you want to go to the cloud computers? Yeah, you double click on that, and now it's going to open up a Windows window on my Macintosh. A Windows window. Blasphemy. All right. And I don't think this will take terribly long. It's pretty quick. All right. And I'm in a Windows window. And I can maximize that if I want. And there you are. And this, if you've been in the computer facilities on campus or classroom lab, this should look familiar. This will be your desktop. You can, within reason, within limits, you can modify it, change the desktop background, and you can change a few settings and whatnot. And you can create folders to store things in, and then you have a variety of software available to you. I'm here to, we'll be using it primarily for SPSS. But you have the full Office suite available to you: Word, PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel. You can look through here and see what software you have. It's already comes, it's got the Mozilla Firefox browser on it, and of course Internet Explorer. I've been able to install Chrome, or maybe. So anyway, you can play around and see what software is available there for you. But again, we're primarily here to use it for SPSS. So when we get to SPSS, I will go through some of this, of course, then. I'm not going to introduce you to the software now, but since I'm here, let's open it up and take a peek at it. So it's called, IBM bought SPSS a few years ago, so it's called IBM SPSS Statistics now. And we have the current version, which is version 21. So I'll click on that, and it will open up a server version of this. So it sometimes takes a little time. Here it comes. All right. And anyway, here's the software, and I'll tell you much more about it. So I'm in SPSS now, $2,000 program. Actually, this is a tens of thousands of dollars program because we have all the modules available to us. All right. So that's SPSS in the cloud. Miracle. It's amazing. Okay. Now, the one thing that currently still kind of sucks about how HPUs deliver in the cloud is they've got it all sandboxed, and they're trying to protect us from you and your viruses that you all have infesting your computers and your fingers. And so they make this very locked down. And for example, you can't access your hard drive. So if you're sitting here running the cloud like I am on your own, your own laptop or desktop, you can't access your own hard drive to retrieve files, for example. So we're going to be using SPSS files that I'll be posting for you, and we're going to have to figure out a strategy for you to get them into your cloud. Like there's several ways to do it, but we'll have to do it kind of through the cloud. We'll have to download files. So I'll probably, you can open up our course. You can go into our course. You can go into a browser like Firefox and open up our course page, and I'll have links to the files there, and you can download them right there into your cloud. But you can't plug in a thumb drive, or you can't access your hard drive, oddly enough. I get why they're doing that, but that's not a very good solution for now. Hopefully they'll figure something out. When you're on campus, of course, you can plug in thumb drives and they work, but when you're at home, your hard drive and your thumb drive are not going to be read into this cloud system. It's locked down. So we'll only be able to access it through the internet. Download files from the internet through browser pages and whatnot. Okay, so still, your alternative was to either not be able to take statistics online because we want to teach you SPSS, or teach it online but make you buy your own copy, even if it was a student version, for like $150. So I think you like the free option with its semi-annoying limitations. Okay, so enough of that. Let's close that. Now, I was going to talk about what if you have problems getting in. And of course, the best thing for you to do will be to contact the help desk rather than me. If you have technical problems with anything about the course, HPU software, the cloud, email the help desk or call the help desk. The phone number and the email address are at the opening screenshots of Blackboard when you logged in. But one thing that, if you've never done this before, if you have not logged into the cloud before on or off campus, and if you've not set up like your own computer, your own laptop or tablet to use wirelessly on campus, then what you probably will need to do is to create an HPU wireless account. I know that sounds kind of weird. You have to create a wireless account to use the cloud at home when you're not even on campus using the wireless system, but they've got them linked together. So to do that is relatively simple. You just need to, you need to get on a computer that does already have an internet, has internet access. Well, duh, you got to be on an internet access, and go to Pipeline. All right, let me quick log into Pipeline. Okay, get into Pipeline and go to tech support. And right here in this panel, Network Wireless Account Control Panel. All right, very simple. If you've already done, you only have to do this once at HPU, and if you've done it, you're done. But if you've never done this before, and it doesn't hurt if you come do it a second time, but you don't have to. All right, so as you can see, I activated my account way back in 2008. All right, so anyway, all you have to do here is fill in this little panel here. It'll just ask you for a password and then to confirm your password. So you can make up a new password if you're a kind of person that uses different passwords for everything. If you want to keep the same password that you're using for pipeline access, use the same password. Doesn't matter. All right, so you put in a password and check the box that you agree to, or get your lawyer to go over the agreement with you. And then click submit, and boom, you're done. You now have a wireless account, which will allow you lots of things. It'll allow you wireless service. You can bring a laptop to school and you can log into our wonderful wireless service. You can log into this cloud system both on computers on campus and from sitting at home in your underpants on your laptop yourself. Okay, so there you go. If you've never done that, you're now ready to roll. And hopefully I've gotten you started in this cloud system and you can get started there. So again, you follow that link and follow the steps, and if you have any trouble, contact the help desk. Okay? So that's how to get access, and that's how we will get into SPSS. We'll learn much more about SPS soon, including the next episode, which will be a sneak preview. Okay? So, hope you have a good Mardi Gras. On that note, let's roll out with Professor Longhair from New Orleans. Enjoy.
Give him water when he gets thirsty. Tell him that water
Happy Mardi Gras.
mighty fine when you dry. And give him a teacher when he gets sick, lad. Give him the graveyard in case he die. I'll give him the graveyard as if he died.